Okay. Okay. I really want to create a monster or some kind of depiction, some kind of artwork that represents my mood, like expresses the way I feel. And the two things that I find very close to my heart right now are Silent Hill and Relinquished, and now I'm trying to use this part of a monster called Lord Poison. It's hard because the monster that I want to create is very abstract and hard to imagine, because I want to create a monster that reflects the deepest despair that is unimaginable and so deep and hard to imagine. It's so big and crazy that it's faceless, and it's almost like it doesn't even look like anything. Like, it's almost invisible or really hard to describe. Sometimes I imagine that if I was able to created, if I was really able to describe it, it could help me feel better, or that maybe other people would understand what I'm feeling. But I want to transform it into something else, something that is something good. I'm looking at this monster called Lord Poison. I wanna look at the picture of Where is the picture of Relinquished? Where is it? Where's the picture of Relinquished? Ah, here. Sometimes I wish I was able to create a monster that is so disturbing that it was able to like save me somehow, like that I could draw something that looks so impressive. I know it sounds crazy and it's not gonna happen. Let me put the chat box on the top because I might miss people if people chat. Chat box. Top. Okay. It's on the top now. I like formless creatures. Maybe I should change the stream name, but I don't know if I want to change it. I was thinking like, yeah, so like I'm trying to make a monster. Art idea. Or monster Silent Hill plus Relinquished monster art ideas. I also want a background. I'm wondering like what kind of background would fit a monster. No, I don't like this. This is a different creature. This isn't a relinquished creature. It's more of a slime creature, but there's something in that spirit. Perhaps this is a mirror. I wish I knew people who were interested in helping in the creation of a truly disturbing monster. Like that there were people who also wanted to draw a very disturbing monster, and that we could combine our ideas somehow, or like help each other, you know, like share ideas, or what could, like, aspects, combine things together, or hello Joe the Jojo. For me, it's not just to disturb people, but to make something that is meaningful to me. And I'm trying to use the things that I find interesting and combine them together. I'm thinking about something related to clowns, but not like in a cheesy way. I would say make living things melt like wax. Yeah. You have to start from something that is already recognizable as something. So that people know what it is. Sometimes I try to start from something that is already unrecognizable, so it's harder to describe. Like you have to start from something that is already something that people know, and then change it into something else. So have these backgrounds, these pictures. I want to warm up, like, I don't know, I need to plan like what will be dark. Okay, I have this street. I have this street. It's not a street, it's like a picture from that I took, and I'm looking at it as a reference. And I was thinking that could be a background for a creature. Like a creature could appear in this type of area, like at night in a forest. not exactly a forest because there is a street light. I guess you start from the clouds. Dark blue. Let me... I don't actually feel like painting a background. Like I feel like I wanna draw a creature design. So I'm just doing this fast just to start something because I know that if there is a background for a painting, like if there is perspective, it's more interesting. It looks more real because it's like you're seeing the monster in a real environment. When there is a background. The yummy monsters are mimics from a vending machine. What about them? They're so not creepy. Like they seem like they were made to please. I don't know. Maybe they have like a hidden darkness. I know that yummy is like yummy, so that means darkness. So they have some kind of evil thing inside them. There's like something evil about them. So tree. I'm not in a comfortable position. They have a dark blur as a body. If I think about, I used to do last year I did a lot of corridors. Like I did a lot of corridor related paintings, but now I don't feel like doing that anymore. The back rooms. Yeah, I was doing a lot of back rooms type art. Maybe I have to stop forcing myself to do something that I think other people would like, because what I want to do most right now, as a from my soul, from like something that I feel like doing, is just to draw a creature. I don't want to draw a background, but I'm doing this background because I wanna try to force myself to think of something related to a background, because I know that that's what other people like, but it's not what I like. I don't care about backgrounds. I know it looks horrible, but sometimes it helps. I've been able to think of things when it's not that it, I mean, I would not be doing it if it never worked. I've been able to force an idea. Like, it's not that bad. Sometimes I like backgrounds too. It's not that I hate backgrounds completely. Like, but it's not like the thing, it's not my passion. I want to think of, I mean, actually, it, for me, that's not a problem, downloading an image from my brain. Because, like, I can't imagine a new background that would fit with a creature, because I keep thinking of, maybe I should make the creature first and think of the background after. Or like, if I have a very solid idea, I can recreate it, but I worry that I need to just not care so much on, like, if I'm doing something that I'm supposed to be doing or whatever. This is oh, I don't think what do you mean? They don't have a problem. The Konami art team, I really don't like the new art from the new cards. Like, people like, a lot of people, some people like it, some don't. I really don't. Most of the cards, except certain ones. I like certain parts, but I like when it's dark and mysterious. Oh no. Gimmick puppet relinquished, where the ritual limbs just scattered around the picture. Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna try that. Hello, Sunnyshine. Gimmick puppet relinquished, where the limbs are separated. Puppet form. That could be interesting. And it could also be very Silent Hill-ish, because in Silent Hill there are a lot of like the mannequin. There's mannequin legs in Silent Hill, and mannequins are like dolls, like gimmick puppets. So it has a connection with that. I guess I like connecting things that I like together. I keep wanting to think of a background that would be bidding for a monster because I want my painting to not just, because always want to try to like make something for others and for myself, and yeah, you can't do the thing on his back as wings. You can even do the thing on his back as wings. There's this fountain that froze. I was thinking maybe there. What if there's a fountain relinquished? A relinquished fountain. Maybe there's a. Okay. Let's take a break from this background for a second. Yeah, okay. Puppet parts. I don't know if I can really do this well, but I could try doing something. It's a very... Yeah, I don't know. I need to decide. I need to just do something. Just do something. Okay. A puppet form of relinquished. Relinquished separated into different parts. So this is one part of relinquished. Let's draw each part on a different layer. Maybe that can help. What if we draw each part of relinquished on a different layer? And then we'll move them around. Okay, this is one part. I'll draw another part. Yeah, maybe this will help. If we draw each relinquished part on a different layer. This is the stomach. Like the hole, the mouth. Whatever, the thing that it uses to suck. It's dark on the inside. Belly button. That's funny. Okay, this is the other part. And let's do one of the other horns. Belly button. Let me make this smaller. And I like this part. This part. It's like it has a mask or something weird here. Some kind of weird thing. This is the... It's made of stone. It is very hard. It is like a hard creature, but it's also not like, it's also kind of slimy. I like it not having teeth. I feel like that makes it more strange. Because Silent Hill monsters don't have teeth. It's like more disturbing when it doesn't have teeth, I think. Let's make it arm. Let me make this bigger. I know it's weird. I'm just drawing his parts. But then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be moving them around. This is a hand. Oh, it's shoulders. Let's just draw one hand. Well, this will be... What are we... Oh, we're doing a puppet. What if he's puppeteering himself? Like... He's like... Maybe he's puppeteering himself. Of... Let me move. These parts. Maybe his hands. I'm gonna make something like... Yeah, maybe he's gonna be... Oh. What if I do this? I want to do like hands that are puppet string hands. Puppet string. Puppet string hands. Relinquished in the park, or make park based on relinquished, like park made with the bones of relinquished body. I was imagining like a relinquished type creature appears in a place, like a park. It doesn't have to be like the whole park is made out of him. Maybe I'm gonna draw his hole in a different way. Oh, I found a good reference. For me, Silent Hill has a lot of things about it. So like there's rust, there's the fog, there's the idea of the armless creatures without, that are kind of faceless, and also mannequins. Like this monster called Lord Poison. He's very Silent Hill. If you know him, if you Google him, he's very Silent Hill. Oh, why is this music so loud? Sorry, the Silent Hill noises got very loud. The Silent Hill noises got very loud. The idea of him being disassembled, like this part is cool. I like the idea of Relinquish being disassembled. Or like maybe the Poison Lord is raw skin. I think that Rusty is Mr. Krabs. Molded crab. If it's a Silent Hill, just be decay and flesh. Without tooth, yeah. These hands are kind of toony. Oh, maybe I could put like the relinquished wings on here. Like, how would I connect this? Puppet show of relinquished and the hands controlled by the soul of relinquished. I'm gonna try some experiments. So like the mouth. What if the mouth is facing a different way? What if the mouth is facing this way? The mouth. I was gonna say the coochie. The relinquished. So wait, what if he's maybe he could be mouthless. I'm thinking, what if he's mouthless? What if he's just like a mouthless relinquished? I'm wondering. Or he could be with a mouth, but I want it to look like threatening, not, but in a disturbingly weird way. This is, how do I even connect these parts? I don't know. Oh, maybe I could put the relinquished wings, the shell part. I was thinking the shell could be here. It has to be less symmetrical. Less symmetrical. What if I put its wings on its arms and its arms on its wings? Yeah, they don't need to be connected. They could be connected by strings. Maybe if I put the mouth on its arm, or what if he has, oh, what if the wings come out of its mouth, like, and wait, I'll make a smaller one here. What if he has like, I'm gonna remove this part. It's a nose. You can make the top a hollow and it's just floating. Yeah, that is a possibility. Let's see this idea. I'm like, the eye could come out of here. This is it became too surreal to the point where it's too chaotic. I was just experimenting. Maybe what if nothing comes out of this? But I make it more like melting into the creature itself. I'm deleting this thing that I made. Let's just have one, not two. Let's just have one, so that it's like, it's okay. Now we're calling it misassembled relinquished. He's been assembled in the wrong way. A hole inside. He's his hole is a bit like on the sides. That's what I was imagining, like he's deformed, he's been deformed in a strange way. What if there's... Oh, this... What if there's a half part, like this? Like, he's some kind of weird toy. Or some kind of weird artifact, like a doll, like a plastic thing. Maybe the arm could come out of here actually. Or the eye. Yeah. Oh, I had an idea for a second where the eye is like down. What is the charm of relinquished? He's very alien, very strange looking. He is very doesn't like I it seems very unique to me. Like there's something very mysterious and weird, and I like that. In a He reminds me of the monsters that represent the human mind, or like the craziness of the world. Thinking the eye could be like something that's disassembled. Have you considered a pregnant with more muscles and abs and oiled skin? No. This is a creature for for not sexual purposes. What's another part? Maybe if it has like a random, what if there's a random weird face here? Just wondering. What if there's a random, not a human face, but like a face, that a deformed faceless face, like a horrible face that like melted, burned. Or maybe no, it could be a pretty face. It could be like a doll face. What if there's a doll, like a baby doll? Like a baby doll. No. Oh, no, it becomes too know. I was wondering, like, should it be sharp here? Maybe if it's I've been doing so many like I'm changing this 50 times. I like a revival jam type face. Like, you know, revival jam? No. I was thinking like this, you know, revival jam, the weird ghost looking slime creature. That's what I was imagining. Because it's kind of slime. Let's just make it like this, like it's a parasite, like some kind of centipede. What if it's like a, yeah, what if it's like a centipede? Like some kind of horrible insect. With many legs. Some kind of horrible centipede. What about its wings? It might become too much. If I add the wings, it becomes too much. They're not wings, but like the shell. I like this as a sketch. Maybe the eye could be pointing upwards. Like it could be looking up at its disassembled body and feeling weird that it's like connected by these strings. Relinquished of strings. Relinquished of strings. It's like the relinquished of strings. I'm gonna do another thing. This is a good experiment. This was the beginning. I don't want to look at that. I like this one. This is my relinquished horse. Relinquished decreated. Maybe if it has like a dark background. I made a Moki puppet recently, and it was a good thing. Here, let me show you. This is my puppet Moki. But it was more simple compared to Relinquished. This is my Ubel Relinquished. We also have more stuff. Oh, here's the Moki Relinquished. I wanna do some like without thinking too hard stuff. Oh, this Silent Hill sound of like horrible noises. Maybe if something is coming out of the hole. I've been wanting to describe something that is really hard to describe. Like, I want to describe the feeling of depression, but it's so hard to describe it when you are experiencing it. Like you feel heavy all the time, you feel tired and heavy all the time. And like you can't move or think fast. Like you can't, you don't have hope for anything. And you keep thinking about everything bad that has happened or could happen. And it tires you all the time. Some kind of heavy something that's like that looks like it's carrying or being very heavy, or it's like slouching, would be a depression, a tiredness and depression type metaphor. But I also want it to be absurd and crazy because deep down I realized that the world is not worth taking seriously. And I want the monster to reflect this side. I just got an idea. What if there's a relinquished girl with hair that's like turning into relinquished? would be called the dark. This would be called the relinquished girl. Wait. Because there's a dark magician girl. Wait, what if I mix? I need to make her more. Let's give her a mouth but no eyes. What if her mouth is open? Maybe her body is like relinquished body. But she has like mantis arms. Kind of like Samara. No arms. What if she has no arms, but her arms are her hair? But her real body has no arms. Or her arms are like the relinquished sticks. No. Just like this. Relinquished girl. She has a long neck and maybe she has one arm that's different than the other one. I was trying to like make something original, but it becomes so complicated. It's not good to overcomplicate things. She's very deformed, but I think that like this, it's probably better. Okay, that's enough for this. I don't feel satisfied. Which clown do I like? Sometimes yeah, my energy isn't very high because I'm thinking too much about dark, scary things, and it's kind of tiring, but maybe there is a want to focus on something, like make it positive, make it interesting. Clowns are happy even if they are evil. At least they're happy while being evil. Time passes by so fast. Can barely get the energy. Kakmina.
de um bagulho contigo. Aí, pois, não fui bater, não.
What if it's a hound? Hello, Genevieve. How are you? I've done some tiny experiments today. This was from the help of a viewer on YouTube, Sunnyshine. He suggested a puppet. The word, like strings. Like organic. Oh yeah. It does. This one was a very evil, relinquished creature. It is that is interesting, and that kind of reminds me of how there's this game called Wizardry 8 that one of the first games I've ever seen when I was like 7, and it's one of my most favorites. And in that game, it combines sci-fi technology with medieval aspects at the same time, which is something that has been I guess one of the things that I've seen that has left a big impression on me. I like how it combined like science fiction technology and like two things that are disconnected together in some sense. Appearing out of the fog. Kinda, but not exactly. Like, it's hard to imagine. It's hard to imagine what it could be. Like, how would I arrange it? Like, but that is a good idea, the fog. The fog is a really good idea. I like it. This is another. Do you have a lot of fog? These days I did. There's been more fog before, but there is fog. Do you? I wish we had more snow in Bulgaria, but we don't right now. So much snow. It's just gonna be raining. But it's cold. It was like when it rains, it's not. Yeah. Today I had someone tell me that I complain too much, and I got self-conscious. It's fine. We get a lot of fog on the spring and fall in the mornings because of closed lakes. It's very creepy diving in and suddenly shapes appear. My favorite thing is to draw monsters, like strange creatures. I really love like these things that I made today, like this one. Why did I hate that it turned into a stack. I didn't want it to be a stack. And I'm trying to think. But how do I make a monster that is outside of the box? Like a truly weird monster. It's sad that people said that the Silent Hill movie is not good. They said that the new, I haven't seen it, but I'll see it this Tuesday. Return to Silent Hill. Everyone says it's horrible. Like they're saying they weren't even trying, and like it's so bad. We have a lot of snow here. It is a strange environment, a high mountain desert. Half the year is freezing and dry, the other half are very hot and dry. Maybe something related to wings, like relinquished plus wings. What if its arms were wings? Like a flying relinquished. Relinquished swan. Winglish. Maybe it's a bit. Well, I'm gonna redo that part. Like a vulture. I was thinking of swan. Oh. That scared me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Genevieve. I really appreciate it for subscribing with Prime. Jump scare. I really appreciate this. It looks very long, strangely long. Like it's, I don't even know why is it long? Why is it so long? Maybe if something comes out of here, like another head. No. Oh, what if it has multiple heads? Or oh, what if there's a weird little face here? Like a silhouette. Like some kind of weird silhouette. What if there's like a face inside its hole? A face inside its hole. That's horrible. An arm grabbing its neck. It could be an arm though. No, I like it as a face. It's like there's a ghost inside it. Relinquished birth. It's like this is the baby or something. I don't know. It's like it's gonna give birth to a shadow. Or maybe there's like a soul trapped inside it. I like the stripes. It's like balance. Black and white. Relinquished angel. But it's a dark monster. I'm gonna do another creature. I mean, this isn't bad. I like the idea of a face inside the hole. Maybe it could have red eyes. Could have red eyes. Relinquished Swan of evil swan relinquished. I like this one too. This one is interesting. Let me make some kind of effect as if it's sucking air or something. This is the relinquished girl. Motion blur. What if I just do like stuff like this? No, I can't do it right now. Multiple. How did I have the energy to color these? How did I have the energy to color these? Like, I'm surprised I mean, I could always color them. I just feel like I don't know if it's worth putting time into coloring these fragments, these sketches. Maybe if something gives me a sign that it's worth coloring them. Going back through the hole, the beginning of a nightmare. Has anyone here heard of vacuum decay? It's where the universe changes into a different version, and it's like something that could happen maybe, and everything is destroyed. Good to see you. Cool drawings as always. Thank you. Hi, Dirge. But if I make it like Picasso, clown. Maybe if the relinquished part comes out of its head. Relinquished hair. There was a really funny video I saw today of like where someone made a music video. They put music of Earth and Mars as if Earth and Mars are singing, and they're singing a song by Charlie XQC that's like, it's so hard being a girl, and they're like Earth and Mars, and they're showing Earth and Mars, and it's like, they say we have the same hair, and the video shows like how the polar ice caps that Earth has and Mars has. It's like they're two divas singing. They're two planets. So funny. Pyramid. What if Pyramid Head is here? How do I connect its mouth to its face? I wonder what was the design process when they invented Relinquished. Like what was the person who thought of him thinking? What like inspired them to make it? Like what does it look like? I feel like some people say that it looks like genitals, but I feel like it's not just like it. I think it's something beyond that. I don't think it's. How did they think of that part with the three horns that's upside down and the eye coming out of that place? It seems so unlike anything I've seen before. Exactly, like I can't imagine a creature that looks like this in real life. Exactly. I'm trying, like it's kind of like a crab, not a crab, but like a barnacle, maybe, like some kind of sea creature, some kind of weird slug, but not a slug, like some kind of strange sea creature that doesn't have a that we don't know how it's called. That has like a shell, and it's kind of like a slug. There's this thing where he puts like balls on its. Oh, thank you. There's this thing where they put balls on its ends, and it makes it look more realistic. wondering, like, I want to make it not too symmetrical. But also symmetrical at the same time. Maybe I'll just make it symmetrical. Like, not absolutely, but like, I was thinking, what if one arm is one thing and the other arm is another thing? Have, sometimes it annoys me that there's people who, like, I want to be good at horror art, but like, I don't feel good enough to be like a serious art artist. Like, I don't feel like I'm good enough. I feel like I could be better, or that I keep doing sketches because to me, that's what matters. But I don't finish them. I like doing a lot of ideas, a lot of experiments, but I don't like making something that is just... I like complexity and weirdness and chaos, not just scary things, or like scary things like just because they should be scary, like making scary things for the sake of them being scary. Corset. What if this is a corset? A strange corset. Really? This is like a very illusionistic creature, a very illusionary creature. It's trying to lure you in. I like when creatures have weird veins on them. and you don't know why they even exist. Looks like something from your nightmares. I feel like nightmares are... I had a horrible nightmare that I threw a chair on a... like I was... Everyone hated me because I threw a chair at a girl in school because she made me mad by telling me that I'm too, like, something insulting, like too emotional or whatever. I would never do that in real life, obviously, but in the dream I threw a chair at her, and then I felt really guilty and bad in the dream, and I got chased by the other students who were blaming me for throwing the chair. And of course, and they weren't like understanding that I don't know what like came over me, and I would never wanna repeat this kind of thing, but they didn't wanna forgive me, and I felt guilty and scared. Just constantly like trying to do something to make it up as if or like escape it or do something. I literally threw a chair because she said but it's like a girl that I've never had a problem with in real life. And she's never said anything bad. It was a random. And I don't throw chairs normally. I had once a dream that a strange bug, like a really weird bug, came out of a hole in the wall in the living room, and it was like this stick, like a stick bug, but it was not a normal bug. It was this really big with like long thin legs, and it looked like a stick bug or like a mantis. Sometimes I had a dream where I dream a lot about jellyfish. For some reason they're very mystical to me, very interesting, weird animals. I don't really like its this thing on its arms. I don't know how to make it into, like, I want it to look like there's a hole inside. Like, Uh, oh. Wanted to paint. I wanted to like put a star, like a star eye. Sometimes if I let myself relax and worry less and just do what I wanna do, what I really wanna do, like draw what I wanna do. I'm drawing right now. Eventually, I can think of some very interesting things. But sometimes they're a bit more. It's like the creature represents my brain, and my brain is very confused.
Питам се ладно.
Um,
И се беше набрано жълто.
Добре, тихо. I don't want to feel like I'm supposed to create something good and something that like, you know, I don't like the way the world is. I'm a person who complains a lot. I'm a bit negative. Yo, listen. Where are the good Silent Hill songs? thinking of maybe making this background and thinking of something later. Maybe adding a fog. There is a movie called Fog City. I wonder if it's good. Oh yeah. The people who think that looks like genitals have problems, says Joe there, Joe. Oh, this card is above my cam. Is that the chat? Oh, that's just the camera. Sometimes I get inspired very deeply. I'm not inspired too much right now, but I'm thinking that maybe I can draw how the uninspiration feels. Like, I'm just drawing something that reflects how I feel.
Her sokakta düştüm duruyor zevklişsiz birine.
Yeah. I feel like my father has caused me a lot of mental problems. It was a good idea. I like this. You wanna hear a funny story about how my dad used to make his money since you're on the topic of others giving trauma? Yes, tell me. How your father made money. I think this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite ones. He had a guy who paid him for my mom and me in bad ways. What do you mean? For. Okay. It was your turn to do what? Now we all live through things and have our stories, but yeah, I can say it was a great time. Sometimes I wanna just not really ugh. Okay. Sometimes if you do the scribbles, that can help you think of something. Then you use them to make something. Floating towers. Floating towers. They're floating. I like the idea of floating towers. They're like broken, floating. Like a broken castle. Sometimes I feel like my head is heavy. Like I can concentrate more when I'm resting my head because my head feels heavy. Ending on a pointy part is relinquished. Expired. Like when you end things and you're floating, like no legs and there's a pointy part at the end, that's actually relinquished. inspired because that's how he is. Maybe this could be a good idea for a painting. Like towers that are floating like this. In the sky. Maybe this could be in the night. Maybe I could combine this with this. Like put the towers here. Somewhere. Like yeah, maybe I could combine the floating towers with the night. With the night sky. Would that be a good idea? I like the idea of perspective created with the floating towers in the night. That's a good idea. Floating towers in the night plus forest and clouds. Maybe. Floating towers in the night. I think the idea of floating towers in the night sky could be a good idea combined with perspective. Hanged men. I didn't think of that, but there are gonna be towers. But this is like, I don't like how this looks. If it's real, the towers should be bigger and like more less ground, more sky maybe. Maybe there's so much ground and less, maybe less trees. I don't want the towers to be hanged, man. I want them to be kind of like this. So maybe just the sky and without the trees. I have to paint clouds first. I have to paint clouds first. And then I'll... I want the towers to be like a big part of the painting, and maybe they could cast shadows on the ground. Really rough. They need to be asymmetrical. Yeah, like have destroyed towers that are floating and ghost, like ghost towers. Maybe they're melting. Maybe they're not floating, but they're melting. No, if they're melting, it becomes different. Maybe. Maybe there could be two versions. Like a melting version and a not melting version. Like I could make two versions, maybe. I like the night, like the night sky and the blue purple clouds and the street lights, the light in the darkness, the small light in the darkness is very pretty when like it's not like too bright, but there's just a little light in the darkness. Want something that beyond anything. But that's kind of hard. What if the towers are melting into a form? The towers are melting into people. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Genevieve, and thank you, RBRT Plays, and thank you, Sunnyshine, and Dinky, Amoeba, Jojo, Dirge, and Bajib, and everyone else. Those towers belong to Dracula's castle. Like going to prison. I'm always getting in trouble in nightmares. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support, Genevieve, with the Prime. I really appreciate it. It helps a lot.